decided to make this outfit 2 days before the concert. Yes, you heard that correctly. 2 days. So for people who are watching my TikTok live streams, you'll be pleased to know I finished the outfit. So I decided to make this outfit 2 days before the concert. Yes, you heard that correctly. 2 days, which was so chaotic. I was like, oh, I'm going to make an outfit for Olivia. I've literally had these tickets since 2023. And 2 days before I decided I'm going to make an outfit. Now, obviously it was very last minute, so we didn't have all the same colour beads, so I couldn't do the same front and back, which ideally, like, I would have done. But I think it actually looks really cute with the different colours. I think this is very, very like Olivia as well, like with like the purples. Obviously it's meant to be like butterflies, like sour and kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I've not made a bodysuit in so long. Obviously it's not been since like Eras 12 summer. So it's nice to make a bodysuit again. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I've not actually tried it on yet either because obviously I finished this last night. The glue should be dry now, so I should be able to just try it on just before I go to Manchester. But yeah, excited to wear this. I think it's quite cute. And as you can see, it's not perfect. And I always like to kind of show this, that like things aren't perfect on here. I mean, you can literally see, but it's a lot of fun to make it and it's even more fun to wear it. So I really like it. Okay, so last time I just showed you the bodysuit. I think I may have mentioned I hadn't tried it on yet. That was a mistake. Don't leave bodysuits till last minute, basically. Left it till last minute, tried it on this morning, realised it didn't fit properly. Have to learn how to sew it to make it fit. Does it look perfect? No, but it was a bit loose in a certain section of it and I basically just sewed it to make it put it together. So I think it looks okay. It was just a bit stressful at the time. Now we're just gonna go get some food and then we're gonna head over to the Etihad. We're not going to the Etihad, we're going to the Co-op Live, but to be fair, it's also at the Etihad. So I'm super, super excited for that, to finally see Olivia and to go back to the Co-op Live. I last went to see Sabrina back in March and she was really great and I quite like the arena. It's nice. It's a bit far out, but other than that, it's really nice. So yeah, super excited for it and I will take you along just as we go explore doing these things. This is also the makeup look. I do need to kind of fix a little bit. I've also put a little star there because I actually bought these from my sister's hand do and we never used them, so now we're using them just as like little decorations. I was gonna put one on my face, but I feel like it won't look right, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah. So we just got an Uber to the arena. We just have Wakabanas for tea. Let me show you the arena. I say show the arena. This is the Etihad Stadium, so the Co-op, if you don't know, this is the newer arena. Thank you. This is the new arena. I was about to walk straight into that car. The newer arena here in Manchester. Obviously, we also have the AO. I believe it's still the AO. It may have changed names, but Manchester Arena. This in the city centre. This one is the one that's outside, so it is by the Etihad Stadium. So if you are coming and getting the tram, you go to the Etihad tram stop. Obviously this is not where we are because we got the Uber, so we went to the Uber stop, just slightly different. Oh, this is the Etihad. Is that also there? They look like they're doing construction. Yeah. Oh, wild. And here we are. So if you get off the tram, you'd also come around this bit. This is where everyone gets their photos. This is where I also will get my photos because they got the little sign there that says the Co-op Live and also Co-op. It changes, which is really annoying. So you've got to time it right, which we're going to try to do now. It's weird because when I came here for Sabrina, obviously in March, it was really dark, whereas now it's nice and light. But that must be one of the sponsors. So we haven't come here that early, like we got here kind of late because like we knew there wasn't an opener. There is the Guts bus experience and stuff and there's like some photo ops, but the queues for that are really big and we don't want to like wait in those essentially just because we think that we might then like miss some of the concert. Again, because there's like no opener. I think it starts at like 8, so it's kind of early for a concert, but there is a lot of queuing over there. It's also obviously really sunny as well, so slightly worried about like queuing in the sun because it's a really warm day here in Manchester, but you can see it there. It is there for the people that are curious. And we are this entrance. I think we are entrance C. Okay, so here we are at the Co-op. So obviously this concert was postponed for a long time, let me tell you. We had these I bought these tickets in 2023. It's now 2025. It was delayed over a year, basically. Long story short, air conditioning unit fell through the ceiling, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they're giving us a free voucher. I kind of want to keep the free voucher, though, but I also want the free thing. So I think the free thing is over here, so let's have a look.
Thank you guys so much for being here and being so patient.
purple sparkly outfits. I love you all so much. I have a really good feeling about tonight. Are we ready to have some fucking fun?
Where'd you go? Driver's license. Driver's license, yeah. What's your opinion on live streaming? She loves it. She loves it. She's gonna block me in a second. I joined Sasha's live stream because she's been live streaming, and I think she'll mute me if I join again.
It's just fucking incredible.
She did Glastonbury last night.
And we're all still like riding that high a little bit. And made me fall in love with a beautiful country even more.
Woo!
I love England, the English people and their music. And
Sorry.
last night at Glastonbury, the crowd sang this song pretty loud, but I'm wondering if we can sing it even louder.
That's so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but like it's really loud.
Manchester, I said, are we having a good time? Oh man. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys all for coming. Okay, so this next song, it's actually my favorite song I think I've ever written. I don't want your sympathy, just want myself out before you found someone more exciting. Next second you were gone. So like given to me last year, and I love it. I got to explore. Actually, my favorite pub in England is like a mile from here, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm going to keep it. I love walking around the canals and stuff. I actually went to a Man United game. Sorry, well, I've never heard an audience 50-50 split booze and booze. That was kind of incredible. Sorry to all the Man City people out there. I love you too. Okay, I should just stop talking, I guess. But I do love the city, and this is a song I wrote about being an American girl. And it's called Summer. All of the messes you made, and you think that you got away. But I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps on the ground. How can you help me stop if you wanna change your eyes? What do I need to do? Come and get it down me. I wish that I could do that.
That was the Guts tour in Manchester, finally. I don't know if I fully explained in that, but essentially it was actually supposed to happen last year, this concert. So it was meant to happen at the Co-op Live, which is the new arena here in Manchester. However, the Co-op Live had a bit of a disaster when opening. Basically, it was meant to open like a few weeks, I think, before the Olivia concert, and then it didn't, and the Olivia concert did end up getting postponed for ages. We had no updates for ages. It was very, very chaotic, but we finally obviously then got the new dates, and it was a really, really fun concert. Now I will say I was ever so slightly disappointed it wasn't the full Guts tour, you know, the one that we originally were obviously meant to see, with like the dancers and the like moon and stuff, especially because we were in GA. If she had had that like moon kind of bit where she sings on that, we would have had like a really good view of that. However, I do understand obviously it cost a lot to ship like stages around, especially when she's not used obviously for months and months since the Guts tour ended. It was still very much kind of like a Guts tour show though. The merch at all the merch stand was actually the Guts tour merch and not the Guts tour spilled merch, because she's mainly kind of doing festivals and the merch for that is this Guts tour spilled. But as I said, it's mainly the Guts tour merch that they had at the merch stand, so the merch from last year, and they hadn't changed it really. So with the poster they changed it, but with the everything else it was pretty much exactly the same. Like Manchester was just in the same spot it was always in, probably because they had that merch left over. They also had like the Spill Your Guts in Manchester t-shirt and those sort of things, probably because they just never got the chance to use them originally. So obviously I'm really glad that they did use that. We also then got the free either popcorn or free soft drink when we got in, again to kind of make up for that postponement, and on our way out we actually got a free poster as well. So overall it was fantastic. Like obviously I was a little bit disappointed it wasn't the full Guts tour, and I did express disappointment throughout the year when we knew it was postponed but we had no updates from Olivia or the Co-op team. It would have been quite nice to get that, because it was like months and months before we had like any update. Like they basically just didn't talk about it at all. Ultimately the concert itself was fantastic. It was my second time seeing Olivia Rodrigo. I had actually seen her at the Sour tour in Manchester 3 years ago, so it was great to finally see her again. She honestly puts on such a great show. Even though they didn't have any dancers, the crowd was stood up the entire show. The only show I've ever seen with the crowd having that level energy has been Taylor Swift. Like that is the only artist I've ever seen that has had the same energy from the crowd, and I think the fact she did that really with like a pretty basic stage, no dancers, just with her own songs, and just the energy she brought was fantastic. She also had done Glastonbury the night before. Headline Glastonbury the night before. Her vocals were still immaculate too. And I'll read out the set list for you as well in case you are curious kind of what the set list was, because it was slightly different from those other Guts tour spilled dates that she's doing for festivals, and that she did for Glastonbury, which is obviously great because like Manchester was supposed to be the Guts tour. So yeah, let me tell you what this was. So I went on June the 30th, I went night one, there were 2 nights. So she starts off with Obsessed, then it was Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl, Vampire, Driver's License, Traitor, Bad Idea, Right, Love is Embarrassing, Pretty Isn't Pretty, Happier. Then she did do Lacey. Lacey isn't that on that Guts tour spilled set list, so these festival set lists she's doing. All I Want, also not on this, and then The Grudge, also not on that new one, so it was very exciting she did that. Then she did Enough for You, So American, Jealousy, Jealousy, Favourite Crime, and then did Can't Catch Me Now, which was super exciting because I really, really wanted to see that song. As someone who absolutely loves the Hunger Games, it was very exciting to hear that song live, and it sounded so beautiful. So I love that she added those 4 songs, you know, Lacey, All I Want, The Grudge and Can't Catch Me Now to the set list. She then did Deja Vu, and then for the encore did Brutal, All American, Good For You and Getting Back, and honestly it was fantastic. And I think it was really nice that she did add those special touches by adding those 4 extra songs. She didn't have to do that. She could have done the exact same like festival set list she's done for the Guts World Tour Spilled, but she did do these extra songs, and I was really, really appreciative of that, as I think everyone was, because people were screaming away when she did those. So yeah, it was a fantastic concert. If you get the chance to see Olivia in concert, definitely do. I feel like she will definitely go to stadiums next. I think the fact she did Hyde Park, which is a 65,000 capacity venue, sold that out. I think she'll go to stadiums next, which is super, super exciting as a fan. I'm so excited to see her grow, because the first time I saw her was at the Apollo in Manchester, which is quite a small venue. I think it's like 3,000. Then obviously seeing her at the Co-op, which is about 20-ish thousand, to potentially seeing her in like 70, 80,000 stadiums maybe for the next tour. So I hope you like this. Let me know if you went to the Guts tour or if you went to the show in Manchester. Hope you like my little bodysuit I made as well. We did actually have an issue with the bodysuit. I don't think I really talked about this because I was so stressed on the day, but Made the bodysuit, bejeweled it all, did it last minute. Only tried it on the morning of the concert. Tried it on, didn't fit. The bit at the bottom was really stretched because the way I make the bodysuits, we put it on a mannequin and it had stretched it and basically it didn't fit. If I hadn't managed to fix it, I wouldn't have been able to wear it in the state it was in. So I had to very, very quickly learn to sew. Now, last time I know how to sew, but last time I sewed, I was in high school. I am not a sewer, so it was very, very scary to do that, but I managed to fix it mainly. It didn't look amazing on the bottom, so we just ignore that a little bit, but I was really, really happy and really, really proud of it. It was so much fun. Lots of people have lots of questions about that, so if you want to know more about that, how I make the bodysuits and about my Taylor bodysuits, my Olivia and Sabrina ones, let me know and I'll happily do more videos about those because it's a lot of fun to talk about and it's a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I actually didn't get any merch this time. I was so proud of myself. I am the worst when it comes to buying merch at a merch stand, but I was like, no, I don't need it, especially because so much of this merch is on the website, and I thought maybe check Vinted afterwards as well because it's the same merch from the tour last year. People may have bought it last year, never worn it, and maybe sell it for cheaper. But yeah, hope you liked this video. Again, let me know if you went to the gut store or anything like that, or let me know your favourite Olivia song in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.